Lee scored 15 points in each of Westmont's past 2 wins. Lee scored 30 points in both of those games, all on 3-pointers. She hit 10 of 15 attempts to help Westmont get to 7-0 this season. Lexi Golden and Ollie Tadjin from Santa Barbara High Girls Tennis. The doubles team outlasted all other local tennis players in the CIF individual tournament last week. The duo won 3 matches in the regional to advance to the round of 32, which will be played tomorrow. Their 3rd round victory was a hard-fought 6-7, 6-2, 10-7 result over Ocean League's top team from Santa Monica High. This week's winner is Leah Sully from UCSB Volleyball. Sully recorded a match-high 25 kills to go along with 19 digs in Saturday's 5-set win over UC Irvine. That gave Leah her 25th double-double of the season, and she also closed out the season with 7 straight double-doubles and 15 in her last 16 matches. Leah finished the year with 558 kills, which gives her the 5th most amount in UCSB history. So Leah, could you come on up to receive your award?
Okay, so today, thank you all for those awards. Today we're having basketball and wrestling and soccer, but I don't see any soccer coaches on the list. And because we had so many other things, we're going to have a 3-minute maximum today, and Dave's going to time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So starting us off from Westmont, Coach Kristen Moore with her assistant. And then on deck we have Coach Ward from Cardinals.
All right. Well, we have a lot to be thankful for up at Westmont in women's basketball, and I figured since it's the first time I'm coming this year and the week of Thanksgiving, it was an appropriate time to bring my daughter and introduce her to you all. This is Alexis Renee Moore, and we are She has brought great joy to our little basketball team. She has got a lot of big sisters and a lot of aunts and uncles and tons of help. And one of the reasons I want to bring her in Thanksgiving week is in a year that has been obviously difficult. I just am so thankful for this community, and I wanted to say how thankful I was to this community for supporting both of us. And she is already almost 5 months old later this week. She turns 5 months. But I have just felt so loved. We went home from the hospital. She was wrapped in a blanket that Ethel made her. From that to just all of the hugs that I continue to get every time I see all of you guys. I just want you to know how much it means to me and how thankful I am for this community that has really supported us. Our basketball team continues to do some great things on the basketball court. We are 7-0, as was mentioned earlier, so we've had an incredibly great start. It's been really exciting with just having lost a lot off of last year's team, to have so many people, young players stepping up. Mentioned Esther Lee and her 3-point barrage that she's been doing lately. I mean, the girl can really shoot, and that's been really great to balance out Tuche on the inside. And Tuche, who had her experience playing in the Olympics this summer, has come back, believe it or not, even though last year she was the National Player of the Year. She's even better this year. She's already gotten a triple-double. It was only the second triple-double in school history, and has been close on a number of other occasions, although I choose to sit her on the bench a lot when we were winning by a lot. If I kept her in for more minutes, I'm sure her numbers would be even better than they are. But she's making everybody around her better. She's an incredibly just great person in addition to being a great player. So if you haven't seen her play, please make sure you come out and see her. You've got one of the best players in the country playing right here in your backyard up on the hill in Montecito. So hopefully we can keep it up. We also, in addition to that 7-0 record, did have a great exhibition win over Pepperdine that kind of got us going. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do the same against UCLA, but that was a good experience for us. So anyway, we are looking forward to a little bit more downtime. We've had a crazy November with a ton of games. We only have 2 games between now and Christmas. We have a home game at home on the 14th of December, right after our finals, and then we come back, and the big games for us, for the community to know about, are right after Christmas. We host a tournament. We're hosting on our home court. We have the defending national champions, Oklahoma City, coming, as well as Westminster College from Utah, who's ranked number 5 in the country. So we've got 2 top 5 teams coming to play us on our home court right after Christmas. So we'll use this next month to really prepare for that. Thanks so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, Coach Ward from Carp, and then followed that with Coach Mercer, also from Carp.
Hey, well, it's great to be here at the start of the season again. It's nice to see all the familiar faces. It's nice to see Phil here. And we haven't had a game yet. We have our first game tomorrow. Really excited for it. I think the kids are ready. I've got 3 kids with me today. One of them, Duncan Gordon, you've all heard. Duncan. He's a junior. He's a big part of our offense. He's the tallest guy, and like I said, he works his butt off every day. I also got Kyle Melhon. He's a returning guard. I'm going to look towards his leadership, and as well as Kevin Crocker's leadership. Experience is going to be a big factor for us. You know, we took our lumps last year, but the kids are used to it, and you know, we're going to get ready to go out and get a lot more W's and have a fun time in the process. And that's all we got. If we got, yeah.
Mercer, followed by Coach Butcher from Santa Barbara.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Before I introduce my 2 players, one comment about Coach Gonzalez, who was honored with that neat award today. I call him our MVC, our most valuable coach. He's been a great individual as far as playing ideas off of during the last, well, I've been here a number of years, so something like 16 years, and he's been there the whole time, so I really appreciate his help. And I see Coach Andrew out there, and I have one message for Coach Andrew in the back of Santa Barbara High, and that is I don't have any players for you this year. I'm sorry. Okay? But I did bring 2 really strong individuals, strong on the court and off the court, both juniors. I'll start with the first one. Her name is Hannah Galster. Spelled G for the newspapers, Galster, and she's a 5'5" guard, plays the 2 spot. What's really been exciting about her is she's probably our best conditioned athlete so far in the 11 practices that we've had. She's just right up there at the top. She also kind of keeps me loose because we sort of have a bet. In fact, Lori, you may not even have to get your stopwatch out, but Hannah kind of keeps a time on me for whenever I talk at different meetings, whether it's a parents meeting, and I lost the bet at the parents meeting, so I owed her a drink after that. But she's, you know, that's what it's like coaching girls basketball. Is they're always kind of a step ahead of you, and it's really a pleasure to have her on the team because even when she's conditioning, working really hard, she's got a smile on her face. I'm really proud of her. I think she could be one of our future leaders. Second individual is Christina Birch, and that's spelled with a K for Christina, and the Birch is B-U-R-C-H, and you may remember that name because her sister played 4 years for our varsity several years ago. She's now a student at UCLA, a junior at UCLA, and I know quite a bit about the Birch family, and they just don't get any better. And Christina's one of those kids that'll just do whatever you ask on the court. She was our defensive player of the year last year. She has no fear in guarding big posts down low, and she's starting to score for us a little bit this year. And also, what's interesting about Christina is, you know, I see her at the gym, but I see her all over the community at ethnic restaurants. She loves ethnic food. And I love ethnic food, but I'm only there once in a while. Every time I go to get a, whatever it is, Vietnamese. In fact, today on the way over, she's telling me about Vietnamese food. She was just at a Vietnamese restaurant. So, I see her in town. She's just a lot of fun, and it's great to have these two individuals on our team. She's a 5'8", as she told me, junior post player. Finally, I just want to remind you that we have our first game tonight, so we haven't even started. We're excited about that. But this is also the 40th anniversary year. I'll get that right. 40-year anniversary of the Title IX program, and that's really exciting to us. That's something I'm going to talk about in pregame tonight. And I went and saw the movie Lincoln last night, and the lessons that come out of that movie are just so profound. And the equality issues and the aspects of justice and honor and all these types of things, I highly recommend it. But it just brought back that feeling that it's just great to be involved in girls' sports, because they've come such a long ways. And some people say we still have a ways to go, but I think we've come quite a long ways in women's issues, and one of them being high school sports. I'm proud to be a member of a high school, Carpentry High, and connected with the Roundtable that really supports women's sports in this community. So it's really a neat thing. And that's going to be Hannah and Christine. You've already heard part of my pregame, okay? So I'll see you in a week or two. Thank you very much.
And then after Coach Butcher, Santa Barbara High, Dave Berganti for basketball.
I always bring notes up because Larry Crandell used to sit about here. He'd look at me, make some face, and I'd crack up and I'd forget everything I was going to say. And I'd basically throw my hands up and go back to my chair. But a couple things. Dan, we did send you a player. It was a 1-for-1 swap, remember? And she didn't work out. Do you remember?
Only one.
But second thing, Tess Emerson's at Pepperdine. And beginning of the year, she was not playing much, and she broke into the starting lineup, and they had a tournament last weekend, and she was named all-tournament. So she graduated from Santa Barbara High 2 years ago, and Brad called me Sunday and said she's playing very well. So that's exciting for us to see. As all the coaches said, we don't have games yet in high school, so we'll live off the laurels of our past players. We have Lompoc tournament, starts Thursday. The last 2 years we've gone undefeated in that tournament and finished second and third. So this year we're hoping to maybe lose a game and get first. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but that's what's happened, and we'll see how it goes. We are a small and quick team. I remember in the 80s when we used to be nationally ranked, there was no water polo for girls, there was no girls soccer, and volleyball players would play more than one sport. And now that it's a different thing. So we're little and quick. I brought 3 little and quick people today. I'll tell you one interesting thing about our team. We have the school homecoming queen on the team. We also have the school president on the team. We also have the returning Santa Barbara area player of the year for girls basketball on the team. And it's all the same person, and that's Yvette Gill. We also brought Melissa Lemus. And Melissa, I would say, is our most improved player from this summer, and this fall has been our best player. And Yvette's not a bad player, so that says a lot. Melissa's, we call her 5 feet tall in shoes, but when the balls get stuck up in the net, when we pregame make 2 or 3 at once, which doesn't always happen, she's one of the 2 or 3 kids on the team who can jump up and get the balls out of the net. That's a fact. She's a great athlete. Strong, quick, powerful, and outstanding basketball player. And if you can watch her play, I don't know that there's any better high school players in town, boys or girls, technically. So if you can see her play, you'll get a lot out of that. Then we have Desiree Coleman. Desiree is a junior, and she plays point guard and center, which kind of all our kids play. And another top athlete, aggressive kid, strong kid, and really starting to come into her own this year. We played Long Beach Poly this summer without Yvette and got hammered. But after the game, the coach said that Melissa and Desi could play for them because they matched up well. Let me check my notes because I don't see Larry there, so I think I'm doing pretty well. Again, we're at the Lompoc tournament this weekend, and we'll cross our fingers. Thank you.
Coach Figueroa.
Thank you for having us. I'd like to first introduce one of my